What's up, everybody? I'm just doing a quick, reality check because I'm heading out for the night. Because guess what? Life happens outside, right? And what I really want you guys to understand is systems allow me freedom. Now, what do I mean systems allow me freedom? Systems are when you have things in place where your staff can respond to emails, where people can initiate things without your oversight, control, or have to click the button to do, right? And so what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is I have a whole nother set of courses coming out on a separate website because I had so many people asking questions about scaling your business, growing your business, and getting you out of the business part. Because what happens is a lot of people will be like, Erica, I'm working so hard building my business. Look at how much hours I'm spending building my business. And half the time I want to tell them, baby, you're spinning your wheels. The reason you have certain people who I'll dissect inside those courses who are doing 8 figures is because they're using systems and they're using marketing to their advantage. You have to really be in tune with who is your core audience, what are they afraid of, and what are they trying to solve. My core audience here on this particular YouTube channel are people who are trying to figure out, okay, I have some money, what can I do with it? And that's why the Smartphone Millionaire book and the Ladder Up Income conversations do so well here, right? Starting new businesses, starting things that you can do. I'm really trying to get people away from the hustle mindset where I'm just going to run out and do some side hustle or side job or side business. And I'm going to just get a little bit of money and then I'm going to go play. I'm going to go take $5,000 and make it into $100,000. And that is not how that works. A lot of times what you're going to have is a consistent over a long-term period, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 coming in every month. And then that money lets you blow up, okay? That money gives you this opportunity to do other things. A lot of people skip over, and Glendon pointed this out in one of his videos. I used it in my highlight stories on Instagram. A lot of people skip over the fact that for 2 to 3 years, I was running 2 service businesses and took that money and let that money free me. It didn't free me in the first month. It didn't free me in the first 6 months. It didn't free me the first year. It took about 2 to 3 years, if you really look over my timeline, for it to free me. Now, is digital courses, consulting, online business super lucrative and super helpful? For sure. But what's happening is a lot of people are burning themselves out trying to create content for Instagram, create content for blogs, and they don't understand that I keep trying to explain to you that I'm using systems here to control my business so that I can go out tonight and I can go live my life, right? Because what's the point of more money if you have no life outside of it? What's the point of, let's just be very clear. Life is out here. Is the internet a wonderful place that makes lots of money and rainbows and fun and community and people you can talk to? Of course. But life is out here. And until you kind of get, and this, let me put it to you this way. I want you to sit down with a sheet of paper. I want you to write out what life looks like for you today, right? And what you want life to look like for you. What does it look like? What are you doing Mondays? What are you doing Wednesdays? What are you doing Fridays, right? I'm building my schedule up so that, one, I work with my trainer 4 times a week. I go and fly in a private plane, practicing, learning how to be a private pilot 2 times a week, right? I go and have a Bible study 1 time a week. I go and have Wednesday dinners with friends and Friday, right? And incorporate a wiggle room there for, like, this weekend, I'm going to go spend it with my family in the mountains of North Carolina. Right? Because what's the point of all this working if we don't build a life to attend to? Right? We're just building with no mission and no purpose. That doesn't make any sense, and that isn't very enticing, and you will burn yourself out. Now, a great book to read is The Hell with the Hustle by Stephen Bethke. I'll tag it somewhere in here, but it'll also be on the other page where I do my book reviews. Because I think it's really vital for you guys to understand that we have a hustle culture in America where we got I wish I had some more hustle, or I could hustle more like you, then I could be doing something, right? Well, that's not necessarily true. You don't have to hustle like me. You don't have to hustle like anybody. If anything, I want you to learn that I have a lot of systems in place, and the systems, because they're so consistent that Monday through Friday through Saturday through Sunday, that every day there's a little bit of sales trickling in. And as those sales trickle in, and long term I'm keeping track via QuickBooks, and I'm keeping track through different apps, I can see whether the business is going up or the business is going down.
Hi there. Are you in need of IT recruitment? Looking for diversity and inclusion candidates? Or is your company in need of diversity and inclusion training? Well, visit us today at snsconsultingco.com and schedule a free 15-minute discovery call with us. We look forward to meeting and servicing all of your needs.
And I'm not in a emotional, frantic state of like, I've got to go out and go hustle. I've got to go hustle. That is not what I want you to do when you watch my channel or you consume any of my content. I don't want you to think, man, I got to get like 500 hustles like Erica. No. Please don't do that. I really want you to be constructing a business that light is terrible in your guys' eyes, a business that you can step away from, that other people can run, automate, and control, right? If you go down for 2 months or something with a broken leg, or you had to take care of a dying parent, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something dramatic, I apologize. You can do it without the business just going into the toilet. And then secondly, make sure your business is on the right platforms. Is YouTube right for you? Is blogging right for you? Is a podcast right for you? Knowing which medium is right for you is important. Even if people have Shopify sites, knowing that the Shopify site is just a tool, it's just a platform. What you have on it is important, but what's the most important thing is traffic, right? So this week I talked about 45 people. We did not turn off the consulting discount link in time, so we've got people booked all the way to November. But a lot of people, what they're doing is marketing their business, but they're marketing on the wrong platforms. They're marketing on the wrong venues, and they don't have their target audience niched down. You have to knock down your target audience. One of the things I did is I thought one type of people were my target audience. Well, then I started looking at my sales. I started looking at my numbers. I started seeing there's a high Hispanic watching viewers here. Thank you for being here. There's other people who buy my courses and products that completely changed the demographic I had in my mind of who was buying the courses and buying the products. So now that makes me do what? Adjust what I'm saying so that it works for most people. Now, I'm not trying to sell to most people. I'm trying to sell to people who realize there's a change coming in America. It's mostly already here. You know, it's not 2 Americas, it's like 4 Americas. And they need to get in the best position for their children, their spouse, and themselves. So if they need to, in 2 to 5 years, they can exit the marketplace because they've laddered their income up, because they've become a smartphone millionaire, because they've done the math of what they need to survive and thrive. So that's who my target audience is. And just from my research and my studies and the conversations, that's who a lot of the people I end up talking with are people who are looking for investments to kind of free them, right? So I want that to be helpful. I hope that was helpful for you guys there. But definitely just prepare yourself. Take good notes of where you are and who you're trying to speak to. Because, you know, I go on Instagram or I go on YouTube and there's several people who are fitness people who are talking to this other fitness people. But their marketing is wrong. Their marketing is going towards a lady who's trying to lose weight. So dumb down the conversation you're having so that it works for that lady, right? There are people in the credit repair space who keep talking about credit repair to buy cars, but everybody in their audience wants to buy businesses, and so they need credit repair for business, right? Or they need credit to start a business, to have inventory, to have cash flow, right? And the same goes with other channels I watch. There are a lot of people who are marketing real estate to people who, you know, they're not interested in going out and being wholesalers and going out and being real estate masters. They just like watching the journey. So you have to realize who your audience is and what is it they're looking for. And I do these temperature checks via the community post, as you guys can see. And I do these temperature checks via the consult calls and via the, you know, testimonials and seeing what helps people and what doesn't help people. And so pay attention. If you're in the email list, you'll see that live trainings are coming up for the people in the TaxLink course. Live trainings are coming up for people who are in the Middleman to Millions course. Live trainings are always consistently up for the people in the Rise to 20% class, and also people in the YouTube class. As we change seasons, as we change quarters, it's good to get out here and communicate with each other and get on the same path and knowing who your audience is and what you should be doing in marketing for the fall. So if you haven't already got the Classy Climb planner for the year, okay, or you haven't got the gratitude journal, okay, that's something we're going to be talking about, and that's something I'm going to talk about more on my book review channel. I think it's important that you guys are tracking your emotions, because you take you wherever you go. Now, what do I mean by that? You guys want to start businesses, you want to start hustles, you want to do these things, but if you're not emotionally grounded in what it truly is you want, and you're not financially grounded, it's a recipe for disaster. So that's what I have for you guys. This is your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and again, life starts outside. Go outside, you guys. Have a good night.